EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. New England trying to get a place on offense.
Throwing Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Open man is born. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
So we pause for an injured player, and not what you want to see. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's in some pain out there.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
22 yards for Ramondre Stevenson. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs, runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Carr now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they're being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they Didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. The Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now flags will come in, and I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Carr.
Going right back to Michael Thomas.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Hey, what we got? Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's rock and roll. Get something together.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Running left is Stevenson.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Jones on third down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. A beautiful fake.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Perry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Carr now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go, man. Playmaker.
Now Carr throwing on second down. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Get it on right now. Let's get it. We got to be big time now. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's set it up. I got you, baby. Keep our boys. They can't beat us straight up. I bet you want it, boys. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Let's get some sticks.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Jones throwing to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Jones.
Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A give to Kamara running right.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Throwing now is Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lots will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. I feel you, dog. I feel you. Let's get something going. You ready to roll? Let's go do this thing, baby.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jones.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing, Jones. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
He's got the first down and more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
Able to slither by.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They run once more with Stevenson.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Patriots are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Let's go, baby. This is where you step up. Let's do it. Play it a little aggressive, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Carr. He gets it to Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd and 5 now. Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Kamara up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go now. Let's go.
The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Carr. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Bring it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. It's all like business. We got to get it going as a group. They can't stop us. This is where you step up. Right here we go. Who's going to make a play, baby? All right, let's get him now. Let's play. Let's play.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England's offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Kamara. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns, 56 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Here's Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jones. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.